What's going on, guys? So in this video I'll be doing the Funko Pop Ad Icon challenge. Thanks to Funko Frenzy Ramon for challenging me to do this. I watched his video and really enjoyed it, and he challenged me to do the challenge in this video. And just a little background for those of you who don't know. The challenge basically has 3 rules. Rule number 1 is to show 3 ad icons, your favorite ad icons that you have in your collection. And rule number 2 is to list 3 Funko Pop ad icons that they've made but that you don't have in your collection yet. And rule number 3 is to list 3 ad icons that you wish they would make. Alright, so let's get started. First one I'm going to show you guys is this guy. I've showed it on this channel before, but I just really love this pop. It's Twinkie the Kid, the Target exclusive glow in the dark. And I just really love the way this one looks. And especially that it glows. Like, I think I mentioned it before, but I think glow is my favorite variant of Funko Pop. And yeah, so let's check out that glow real quick. Once again, have the UV flashlight. And I just love the glow on this one as well. The glow is really strong. Right, so there you go, look at that. Very strong glow. Alright, so pop number 2 is one that I actually got very recently. I've been wanting it for a while. It's actually a common, but I think very well done. And I got it at a Funko Pop trading / selling event I went to last weekend. And I'm just glad I finally picked him up. It's this guy, Dig'em Frog from the cereal Honey Smacks, aka Sugar Smacks, I think it used to be known as. And I just really love the way this one looks. I remember liking the character a lot too when I was a kid. I didn't eat this cereal all too much, but I just always remember thinking the frog looked really cool. And you can see on this pop, it looks really cool. He's holding the huge spoon, has a big old smile. Now the funny thing about this pop that bothers me a little bit is how they changed the apostrophe on the box. Because if you see on his shirt, it's the apostrophe is before the E on Dig'em. That's where the apostrophe is supposed to go. But on the box, the apostrophe is after the M. So yeah, a little error on the box, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I just thought that was a funny little detail that they messed up. Because really, you know, grammatically it doesn't really make sense to put an apostrophe at the end of an M. But I mean, you know, what does it matter? So there you go. Pop number 2. Now, pop number 3 I actually got recently as well, and it was from the Funko shop. And I'm thinking maybe you can guess what it is, because, you know, recent ad icon. But it's a 3-pack, and it's these guys. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Now, I heard that they were coming out with these for a while, but, you know, it was kind of one that you'd assume they'd make sooner rather than later, but to finally come out with it and to be able to get it, I'm very happy to have this one. Now, to be fair, I couldn't tell you who's who just right off the bat, but yeah, I do always remember this guy. I always remember this middle one the most. I think that's Crackle? Yeah. Well, I guess, you know, obviously they put him in order, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. But I always thought it was cool how they named him that, you know, because of cereal crackles when you pour milk on it. Yeah, as a kid, I didn't enjoy the cereal too much, as I'm sure most kids didn't really either, because it's not really a sweet cereal, not a sugary cereal. But I did enjoy Rice Krispie Treats. And yeah, I mean, they're made with the cereal, but anyways, yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. You can see they're all holding one element. So Snap has the little jug of milk, you can see right there. Crackle has the bowl of cereal, and Pop has a little spoon. So there you go. So that was 3 pops, and we ended with a 3-pack. So on to the next rule. 3 pop ad icons that I wish I had, but I don't have currently. Excuse me. So number 1, definitely top of the list, is glow-in-the-dark Lucky from Lucky Charms. Now that cereal I really did eat a lot as a kid. And, you know, it's kind of funny, but I used to always just love the fact that there were marshmallows marshmallows in a cereal. I mean, I know it's like probably super bad for kids to be just eating like pure sugar, but you know, I loved eating them. So, and especially glow in the dark. Like I mentioned, I love glow in the dark. So I was sad that I missed out on that one. I think when it came out, I missed it by like maybe 2 or 3 hours. So because I wasn't like up to date on always checking the Funko shop. So anyways, yeah, that's my number one. Definitely wish I had that one. Maybe one day I'll get it, but for now, don't have it. Let's see, number two, probably the flocked Tony the Tiger. That's probably like one that's high on a lot of people's lists as well. Just because I think of all the cereal characters, he's like one of the main ones, kind of. And yeah, Frosted Flakes, I mean, I think a lot of kids ate that one as well. Just like cornflakes covered in sugar. So yeah, that would be my number two. And I'm gonna cheat a little bit on this one. Number three, I'm gonna put a tie. So for three, one of them will be the Trix Rabbit, the flocked one, of course. The variants are always cooler. So Trix I ate a lot as a kid, and you know, it was always so sad in the commercials how, you know, he'd never get the cereal. They'd always say like, tricks are for kids, silly rabbit. But anyways, yeah, so that'd be a tie for number three. And then the other one that I have tied for number three is the Jollibee Bee. And for those of you who don't know, Jollibee is basically like the Filipino McDonald's. And what's funny is there's actually a Jollibee in the city that I live in. So, you know, I've been eating Jollibee for a few years now. I don't eat it all the time, but love the fried chicken. If you ever get a chance to come across one, I definitely recommend ordering the fried chicken. I like their spaghetti as well. Some people don't like it because it has kind of like a sweet taste, but I enjoy it. But yeah, I try not to eat fast food too much, so I don't eat it like, you know, very often. But I think that the fact that they actually made it is like really cool because, you know, it's not really a super big chain, so you wouldn't think that they make it, but they made it. So yeah, just so a little bit more about that one. I think it was released only in the Philippines, so it was pretty hard to get. Cause I don't know how you get it unless you have like relatives or actually go to the Philippines. So yeah. By the way, I'm not Filipino also, so yeah. Anyways, so that's my three that I wish I had but I don't have. Okay, so on to the next part of the challenge. The third part of the challenge. 3 pops that I wish they would make. This one, I had to do a little research, you know, just to try to figure out which ones I think would be cool. And one that I hadn't originally thought of, but I think would be super cool is the Kool-Aid Man. I think that one would just be amazing. You know, they could do that kind of like translucent effect on some of it. And what I think would really set it over the top is if they did a glow-in-the-dark version. Like, I know they have red glow-in-the-dark pops, so if they made like the Kool-Aid Man glow-in-the-dark as well, that would just be like, that'd probably be one of my top pops, like, you know, like coolest pops in my collection if they ever made that. Glow-in-the-dark translucent Kool-Aid Man. Anyways, so moving on to number 2. Let's see. Number 2. Oh yeah, so I've heard that they're making this one, but, you know, they don't have any official, like, official figure, like, leaks yet. But I'd say Pillsbury Doughboy. I always enjoyed that character a lot as a kid. So yeah, I just think that one would be super cool, especially in pop form. I mean, he already kind of has like big eyes, so yeah, that one I think would be really cool. And next, I'd say, let's see. I've heard, so this one I've heard they were making, but they kind of got canceled. I'm gonna kind of just like bundle all these under all one, and it's the McDonald's. So I heard they were supposed to be making these, but you know, they never came out, so I'm not sure what happened. Maybe some issue with licensing, but I'm pretty bummed out because I definitely would have got a lot of them. I mean, once again, it's kind of bad. I mean, I guess it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, a lot of these, like, ad icons, like, you know, they target them towards kids. You know, that's why they're, like, cartoony, but they're not really the best for kids to be eating. But, yeah, McDonald's. So, you know, I grew up when they used to have all the, like, commercials with their original characters. And, you know, Ronald McDonald was never my favorite or anything, but I did like Grimace for some reason. Grimace and Hamburglar were my favorite. So I would love to see if they made pops of those guys. Especially, I think a Hamburglar pop would look really cool. Like the amount of detail they could put in there, and yeah, we just bring back those memories. I mean, I think that's what this is kind of all about, just like bringing back those childhood memories. Yeah, so that's it for my Funko Ad Icon challenge. And at the end here, I'm gonna challenge three more people, three more channels to do this Ad Icon challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. And yeah, so the three channels I'm gonna challenge. Number one is Mary Berries, and I've enjoyed her channel a lot, especially her like Target scavenger runs or whatever. She also does unboxing videos of different like subscription boxes and stuff, so definitely recommend checking out that channel if you haven't yet. And number two is Boke11489, I believe is the channel, and he does a lot of cool videos, not just about Funko Pops, but also just like other figures, like different action figures and stuff like that, different collectibles. And number three, I'm gonna challenge Ethan Finds Out, which is a channel I recently came across, and they do a lot of like cool. They come across a lot of cool different pops. And yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.